Alice Springs is one of the most isolated towns in the world, in the middle of everywhere. It's an oasis in a landscape that is a forgiving benediction of light and shadow, so stunning it precipitates nothing less than awe. The winds of Alice Springs welcome you with softness. The morning sun greets with warm hands. The load of life is lightened. You cannot inflate a balloon here a breath too far. A balloon over this land gives nothing less than the beautiful tracings of nature below. Infinitely gentle is this unfelt motion forward and upward. The illusion is complete. We are not the ones who move, but the earth that flies past underneath.
My name's Wayne Craft, aka Crafty. I'm the owner of the Overlanders Steakhouse here in Alice Springs. Alice Springs is in the middle of Australia, close to every beach, beautiful climate, colours, culture and great people, so lots of characters. I just love walking down the street saying g'day. Journeyed from South Australia as a young bank officer and had 2 beautiful years there. I was very young and ended back home and couldn't handle that, so I ended up back in the Territory 5 months after leaving and ended up here in Alice Springs, and the rest is history. I'm still here, still passing through. Wonderful art galleries here, not overtly commercialised. And they quite often deal direct with Aboriginal artists. Some of the galleries are owned by Aboriginal communities. So if you actually feel that you might want to buy an Aboriginal painting, Alice Springs is the best place in the world to come and visit. Alice Springs became a repeater station when the telegraph line was established between Melbourne and London, and it officially opened in 1872. So every 150 miles there was a Morse code repeater station which sent the news from Australia to the world and vice versa. Alice Springs is up in the hills there where the telegraph station remains today.
If you're hungry for the great outdoors, for the sustenance of rich storytelling and idiosyncratic history, if you crave the flavors of exquisite outback food prepared by a master, then you must, when in Alice Springs, join Bob Taylor in one of his alfresco repasts.
Right now we're here at Alice Springs Desert Park. Now Desert Park is a Northern Territory Parks and Wildlife Commission eco park. So it's part botanic garden, it's part zoo, it's part education institution. The weapon is shaped like a wing. It's flat on the bottom, it's curved on the top. So when it flies through the air, it resists air pressure. The air flows quickly underneath, so over the top it gives it lift. And this is where we try to draw the link between plants, the animals, the environment and people with history and culture, both historical and contemporary. The desert is not just rolling sand dunes, the desert is not just stony plains, the desert has life, it has people, unusual animals, and it's still alive. And we're here to illustrate that and to share it with whoever visits.
I love Alice Springs. It's the climate and the culture and the characters, but it's very much, as I say, it's the town and its people that make it such a great place to live. Come and visit Alice Springs and I'll buy you a beer.
Alice Springs thrills with the timeless and unsummarized dimensions of beauty and authenticity.